Before I say anything else, let me tell you something that most people will never admit publicly. I bought my first rental car and I skipped the inspection, no test drive, no mechanic check, nothing. And within days I found out the car needed about $2,000 in repairs. Now, most people would call that a bad start. Some people would say I already messed up. But here's the truth. All of that is true, but this might actually be the best thing that could have happened to my business, because today I'm not just talking about buying my first Turo car. I'm breaking down the mindset, the numbers, the risk, and the reality that most people don't understand until they lose money. If you're thinking about starting Turo or scaling past one car, this is going to be one of the most important videos you watch. Now, let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? My name is Antoine, and this is Gold Room. Today is a big milestone. I officially bought my first car for my Turo car rental business, but this video is not about celebrating. It's about mindset. It's about decision making. It's about what most people don't think about when they rush to buy their first rental car, because buying the car is the easy part. Operating it correctly is where the real business begins. So I purchased a 2017 Hyundai Sonata SE with 111,000 miles, clean title. Engine was replaced at 69,000 miles according to Carfax. Purchase price $5,300. On paper, that looks like a solid entry-level Turo vehicle, affordable, practical, in a category with consistent demand. But price is not the same as cost. And here's where the education starts. I made a mistake. I did not do a proper pre-purchase inspection. I did not test drive the vehicle before buying it. And I can go into detail about why it happened this way, but I'll say that for another video. But that decision alone could have cost me thousands. Here's what the car needs. Brakes and rotors. This is something I was planning to do anyway with any vehicle I purchased privately. There's a flat spot on the rear driver tire, probably from sitting too long. Again, changing the tires is something I would do anyway, along with an oil change. The unexpected cost came from needing a new windshield wiper switch, and from what I can see, it looks like someone may have either stolen this car at some point or tried to steal it. I didn't catch that immediately, so a lot of the steering column components needs to be replaced. There's also an active recall for the trunk latch assembly, which thankfully is no charge to fix. Repairs are estimated around $2,000. Most people would panic right here, but I'm not panicking, and I'll tell you why. A lot of beginners treat their first rental car emotionally. They rush, they overpay, they underestimate repair costs. They expect instant profit. I don't see this car as a car. I see it as an asset under construction. The goal was never to own a car. The goal is to own a cash flowing asset that performs. If it takes $2,000 to stabilize the vehicle and make it rental ready, that's part of acquisition costs. So now my total investment is closer to $7,300. That changes the numbers. That changes the break-even timeline. That changes how I price it. That changes how I protect it. This is business. It is what it is. So let's break this down strategically. If the car performs at $45 to $60 per day and gets booked 15 to 20 days per month, that's gross revenue between $675 and $1,200 per month. But gross revenue is not profit. You have to factor in Turo's cut, insurance decisions, maintenance reserve, depreciation, registration, cleaning time, downtime risk. A lot of times people don't show this part. They show you bookings, they don't show you breakdowns. That's why people fail. I didn't buy this car to feel like a business owner. I bought this car to test a system. Phase 1 of Gold Room is Turo validation. We're proving pricing strategy, turnover efficiency, insurance structure, demand in my zip code, contactless pickup process, street parking logistics, guest communication systems. This car is not the dream fleet, it's data. So I know people are going to be like, why would you skip the inspection? That's basic car buying. If you skip inspection and test drive, you're inviting risk. Even with an engine replacement at 69,000 miles, that doesn't guarantee the transmission is perfect. It doesn't guarantee suspension is tight. It doesn't guarantee no electrical issues. And another thing, if your total investment is $7,300 and you're only netting a few $100s per month after expenses, how long until you truly break even? What if the car goes down again? What if bookings are slower than expected? Buying cheap doesn't always mean buying smart. Sometimes cheap is expensive. So why am I still confident? Because I made this mistake on a calculated entry-level vehicle, not a $25,000 finance car. I have no car note, no heavy leverage, no massive exposure, control risk, and I corrected it immediately. Authority doesn't come from pretending you're perfect. It comes from showing how you respond when you're not. Remember, I'm still working a full-time job. That means I don't have unlimited time to fix chaos. Everything must be structured. Insurance must be correct. Coverage must be correct. Title must be correct. Business entity must be correct. The car is in the LLC's name. We're starting the Turo's 70-75 plan. Contactless pickup, lean setup, low overhead. This is intentional. I'm not building for today. I'm building for 10 cars, then a physical location, then private rentals. This first car sets the standard. If you cut corners now, you will cut corners at 5 cars. If you ignore numbers now, you will ignore numbers at 10 cars. If you rush now, you will collapse later. I'm not chasing fast money. I'm building a rental company. There's a difference. If you're watching this and thinking about starting Turo, do not rush. Do not skip inspections. Do not buy emotionally. Do not assume profit. Run the numbers twice. Add repair reserves. Stress test worst case scenarios. And if it still works, move. If it doesn't, just wait. Patience in the beginning, multiply survival later. So my next steps: repair and stabilize the vehicle, handle the recall, fix mechanical issues, clean, detail, optimize the listing, record the process so you can see exactly how I'm preparing it, and then launch. And then the real test begins. Occupancy, reviews, customer experience, cash flow, consistency. This is not a highlight reel. This is the founder journey in real time. I will say this though. I think moving forward, I will do much of the maintenance myself, such as oil changes, brakes, rotors, spark plugs, and anything else I can handle for as long as I can handle it, just to save money in the beginning. I mean, it won't be sustainable, of course, but it'll save some money. Right now, the car is in the shop. I have to detail it when I get it back, and I have a video on that as well as the listing process, and hopefully on the first booking. Now, here's what I want from you. If you think buying this car was a smart, calculated risk, comment smart risk. If you think I was reckless, comment bad move. I want honest opinions, because real entrepreneurs don't hide from criticism. They grow from it. If you're starting your own Turo journey, drop your biggest concern in the comments, whether it's insurance, repairs, demand, fear of losing money. Let's build a real discussion. If you want to watch this business grow from 1 car to 10 cars to a physical location to private rentals, subscribe. Because Go Room isn't about hype, it's about building a rental company correctly. 1 vehicle at a time, and we're just getting started. I'll see you in the next one.